Welcome back to another video. In this video, we want to talk about blood flow techniques to increase muscle activation. Right? We know that if you have proper blood flow, you'll be able to activate your muscles much more like densely. When I say dense, like the density of activating your muscles is super important, because you'll realize a lot of the muscles, is superficial activations. Like you'll just activate a little bit, but not really truly. And when you're not truly activating it, you're not going to be able to get that growth that you're looking for. So if that interests you, definitely stick around. We're going to get into blood flow and then how it relates to muscle activation. So blood flow, we always want to start with the basics. It's part of Core M3, movement, metabolism, mindset, specifically movement. We talked about already breath work in a ton of other videos. In this video, we're going to talk about blood flow. We already have the basic gist of blood flow, but I want to always set you up with the baseline so you can go ahead and understand what we're going to be talking about going forward. So when we think of blood flow, the first word obviously is blood. What is blood? Blood is that red, beautiful substance that you have within your body. I wouldn't recommend, doing anything else with it, because you need it within yourself. And the blood is red because of the oxygen molecules binding to the hemoglobin proteins within your red blood cell. And so what happens is when you breathe in, it goes into your lungs, and then once it goes into your heart system, it transports into the hemoglobin, and once it's in there, it goes to the different parts of the body that it needs to, and there's signals the cells are sending saying, hey, I need oxygen. So then it releases the oxygen, and then you're able to do something called aerobic respiration. That's the key word right here, aerobic respiration. We are, in a way, majority of the world right now is doing anaerobic respiration probably all day long. They never really have to do that much aerobic respiration because they're getting constant food supply given to them. And so they go through this process of anaerobic respiration where they're breaking down sugars, breaking down fats, breaking down proteins for energy. But in reality, aerobic respiration is so much more powerful because your mitochondria loves that stuff. It makes ATP like no tomorrow. But what ends up happening though is that as we live our life, sedentary lifestyle, we're not moving a lot, we're barely, essentially doing nothing, right? We can literally be sitting on a chair all day long, get our food delivered to us, get our laundry done, whatever technology can provide to us, we can get that done because we don't have to move our physical body. So we sort of forget about our physical body, and when we do forget about it, what ends up happening is that we become stationary, stagnant, and our shell, if you think about it, right? The outside of our body is like a shell, and it eventually over time, it just hardens itself. And so the blood flow that goes to certain areas of the body gets restricted, right? You don't need to use it. If you're going to be hunched all over, what's the point of you using anything in the back? Or what's the point of you using anything in your legs? And so your body is very smart in it. It wants to adjust resources. It wants to make sure it has enough resources for what it needs to do on a given day. We prioritize the brain, we prioritize the kidney, we prioritize the heart. And when we do prioritize, we're able to go ahead and maximize our ability to use the resources that are given to us. So I want to make sure that you understand that part of it, right? So now, blood flow. What does the flow look like? Is the flow proper, or is the flow in a way where it's restricted? And so we talk about that 10 major joints that are really needed. Think about your fingers, think about your wrists, think about your elbows, think about your shoulders, think about your head and neck, think about your spine, your hips, knees, ankles, toes. These are all major areas. And when these areas have some sort of restriction, you're not going to get proper blood flow. Right, so I know for a fact, like my ankle is very restricted in blood flow. Even though I'm getting blood flow, it's very little, but it's restricted because I've injured both my ankles playing basketball. And when you do injure it, I didn't know what was happening when I was a kid, right? 13, 14 years old, but now I'm paying the price, right? Now I'm much older. I'm seeing how my ankle, the pooling of blood happens because I'm not getting proper blood flow back to the venous system. All good. That just means I have to rehabilitate it and make sure that I'm in a proper alignment when I'm actually doing those exercises. So like if I were to go ahead and do a squat, you can't hear it right now, but normally what happens is I hear a lot of cracks happening within myself because of the fact that, I don't have proper blood flow. But what that means is I remodeled it in a way where it didn't make sense and it created that pathological state. So now what I'm going to do is, as I keep doing the motions over and over again, I'll be able to make sure that I'm able to get the proper blood flow. Now, what is the point of all that, right? So when you have that proper blood flow, what you're going to allow your body to do is give you the blood where you need the blood, right? It will give you the blood, it will give you the nutrients, and then it will also take back the waste products of that area. So as I keep working on my ankles, what will happen is I'll give it enough nutrient delivery. I'll maximize the muscles there as well, because now the muscles won't feel neglected. Because I've been neglecting it for a while. It's not intentionally, it's unconsciously, because clearly I don't think about my body at that time. Now that I think about it more, I'm about self-development and all that, it's going to be important for me to really focus on those areas. That's just one topic, right? Another topic could be like, if, let's just say you don't have a pathology, but you want to improve yourself, same concept. When let's just say you want to work out the chest, if the blood flow to your chest is not optimal, what does that mean? That means that when you do recover, you're gonna feel sore longer periods of time. That's the key right there, right? When you do not have proper blood flow to certain areas, you can lift all the weight in the world, but you're not gonna have proper recovery because of the fact that you have restrictions there, not allowing you to get the oxygen there for the muscles to heal at a faster rate, right? And that's really the key concept in this video, and I hope you understand how blood flow, breath work ties into your muscles. Because remember, your blood flow encompasses your nerve system, right? Your nervous system, neuromyofascial, that's how I put it, and also skeletal, of course, right? Neuromyofascial skeletal system, if you want to think of it that way. Your nervous system, all the nerve endings that are touching everything, your muscles, all the muscles of your body, your fascial system, this big, thick, think of it like a spider web around your body, and then of course your skeletal system, your bones, right? Your bones are like the structural alignment, but then you have the muscles and the fascia to really make you who you need to be. With that being said, guys, if you found any value in this video, definitely give me a like, letting me know you liked the video. If you want to really support me, go ahead and subscribe. I really love seeing the numbers go up. It shows me that you're getting value from it, and I'm sure you'll be able to share with other people that also will get value from it. Maybe your dad, maybe your brother, maybe your uncle, someone that needs to hear, not from me possibly, but from someone else that might allow them to think about it in a different way. Other than that, I hope that you have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.